guys can see, I'm basically going to be using a 20 volume developer, and I'm also going to be using the Wella Charm Toner. So I'm using 1 box of T35 and then 2 boxes of T18. And as you guys can see now, I'm basically sectioning off the hair and getting everything ready to go. And as you guys can see, I did dampen the hair because per the instructions, that's what we're supposed to do. So I'm trying to make sure I'm following this to a T because I'm not trying to damage this hair like I damaged the last blonde wig that I wore, because that was an absolute crate. That was just a mess. But anyways, as you guys can see, I'm basically dumping the developer into the bowl. And basically with Wella Charmer toners, it's 1 part toner, 2 parts developer. So I'm basically just refilling the bottle twice and dumping that all in there. And then as you guys can see, that is what that is looking like. And to be honest with you guys, you can literally get away with using 2 boxes because this hair isn't a crazy thick density. It's only 150. So you guys will probably see towards the end, but I did have a lot of product left over. So if you do have a wig that you wanted to tone and you know it's 150% density, or you know it's in the thinner side in general, you're most likely going to just need 2 boxes. So just a heads up with that. But as you guys can see, I'm basically just going in, running my fingers through the hair, making sure that the developer mixture, the toner, whatever you want to call it, is basically being put evenly on all sections. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, my sections were a little all over the place, but that's another reason why I had to like go in and like quadruple check and make sure that every single last strand of hair is covered, because I'm trying to get rid of all that Barbie blonde. I don't want none of that Barbie blonde no more. I'm over it. I want it to be toned. I want it more to, you know, fit with the vibe of the season and whatnot. And then as you guys can see, I'm just double checking the roots as well, just because I noticed when I dye wigs, I kind of like, I don't go over that part as much as I should. And obviously it's important because it's right in the front of your face. So basically going in with that. But like I mentioned earlier, as you guys can see, there's a lot of product left. So moving on to the next day, I'm going to be using the Airbrush Legs Sally Hansen. Basically, it's like a spray tan, and that's in the shade Light Glow. And then I'm also going to be using the Ghost Bond Wig Adhesive. Lord, I swear I can never talk when I be trying to do voiceovers. But anyways, as you guys can see, I'm basically just using a popsicle stick to apply the layers. And for this wig, I forget if I use 3 or 4 layers per section. But yeah, and then as you guys can see now, the glue is basically dry because most of it is clear. So I'm basically just positioning the wig on my head and just laying it down and all that fun stuff. But to be honest with you guys, this is a T-part wig, and I feel like after this install, I'm just honestly over T-part wigs. Like, obviously you guys can look at my face and see that I look kind of annoyed. Now granted, I do have resting B face, but this install, I legit actually was annoyed because it's just like, you basically have to do all this work and you're not even getting the same effect. Like, even though they claim, oh, it's the same effect for a cheaper price, but it's really not. Because you guys see how thick that hairline is. Like, I can only pluck so much because the hairline was even worse than this. But you can only pluck so much because they literally only give you like a centimeter at least. So I mean, the color's cute. I love how the wig turned out, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to be putting up with using T-part wigs, to be honest. But as you guys can see, I'm basically just doing 1 section at a time. And I like to bounce back and forth because I feel like it makes more sense that way. It doesn't take you as long to do your wig installs. And in a way, it kind of helps multitask. And if you guys are wondering, I do have a couple other wig install videos on my channel as well if you wanted to check those out. But yeah, actually, I should create a playlist now that I think about it, because I have a handful of them. And then as you guys can see, I'm basically just taking a paper towel with some alcohol on it and just cleaning up any places where there might still be glue left over, because best believe later on you're going to end up seeing that as like the oils and stuff like that come on your face from like you just naturally being up and stuff like that. So make sure you get all that glue off so you don't have to worry about seeing a random patch of glue and dirt the next day. But as you guys can see, I'm basically just going through and I'm kind of creating the sideburns and the baby hairs. I personally, if I know that I'm about to do a specific section, I like to put some of the Got2b glue gel down on it first, and then when I do decide to cut it with a razor, all the hairs aren't like popping up and flying all over the place, so everything's kind of like neat and uniformed where I want it to be. And then next is the part where I'm going to style my hair. So as a heat protectant, I'm using the Alvino, but it's basically a heat protectant that's specifically made for colored hair. So that's a good thing. I was about to say I can barely tell what the rest of the words were, but you guys see the bottle. But I'm basically just running a brush through my hair and making sure that all of that is evenly distributed. And then I'm just cleaning up the part a bit. Again, it's a T-part wig, so you can't really part it anywhere else. But I wanted to make sure my part looked nice and straight once it was installed on my head. And then I'm basically just using my electric hot comb to basically press everything down as flat as possible. Another reason why I really don't care for T-part wigs that much anymore is because you can only get the wig so flat. Like, I definitely will say with lace frontals and lace front wigs, I feel like it's a lot easier to get it flatter because it's not as much track that's built up, you know? And then I'm basically just going through quick and just running my flat iron through it. To be honest with you guys, I did this wig install during my lunch break, which I only get an hour, and that's usually around how long it takes me to do my wig install. So I didn't do anything too crazy, and I was kind of rushing around a little bit, but that's basically all I did to achieve this look, and I'm going to be hopping back on camera. Guys, so truth be told, this is literally, what was it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Woo. Okay, so this is basically 4 days later. It's Tuesday night. I shot the first half of that video for the most part. Well, not even the first half, but the majority of the video because I forgot to close it out per usual. So I'm just jumping on now. Wow, I just got done doing this makeup look, and of course this look and the tutorial and all the products and information that I used for this tutorial will be posted on this channel probably after this video, to be honest, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But I will say, as far as this color goes, this color is absolutely gorgeous. I will say though, I was kind of salty at the fact that I didn't have to use 3 box dyes, because we all know, like, yeah, Wella Charmer is not crazy expensive, but you still don't want to have to sit up here and use the extra developer and the extra product in general if you don't need to. So I will say this wig in general, it is 150% density, so this wig isn't crazy thick. So to be honest with y'all, you're literally only gonna need 2 box dyes. Now granted, I can't guarantee that you're gonna get this exact same color because again, I did use 2 boxes of T18 and then also 1 box of T35. So if you decide to do a box of 35 and a box of 18, I can't guarantee that you're gonna get this exact same color. But like I said before, I really do bang with this color. But yeah, I really do like the color, and I just I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was so over the whole Barbie blonde thing. I was like, ugh, with or without makeup, I really do like how this color complements my skin. And sorry if I keep looking at my viewfinder, it's just because this makeup look turned out cute. But yeah, other than that, honestly, this wig didn't act any different once I toned it. So at least that shows me that I dyed it correctly, because the last time I toned my blonde hair, and this was for a different wig, the hair ended up getting like crazy damage. So at least I did it the way I was supposed to do it and not use 40 volume developer. I do not understand why I did not do more research and at least think things through. But again, as you guys can see in the earlier clips, I used the 20 volume. 20 volume worked perfectly fine. To be honest with y'all, I feel like you can even get away with using a 10. But the only reason why I decided to use 20 instead of 10 was just because of the fact that my 10 volume developer bottle was almost done. And then I had a 20 volume developer bottle that I didn't open yet. So I was like, let me just do that and just save myself from mixing too many products together. Because I don't know if it would make a big difference mixing 20 volume volume and 10 volume, but I didn't want to risk it because I would have been low-key salty if this hair didn't at least turn out halfway decent. But to be honest with y'all, I didn't even know what color I was gonna get, but I ended up getting this color, and your girl's definitely not complaining. I'm actually kind of having my eye on wearing this wig again during like Christmas Eve and Christmas, but then again, I'm super indecisive. Like, I might have a whole different wig, whole different hair color then, who knows. But as of now, I really do like the way this looks. Again, sorry I keep looking at my viewfinder because I look good. Listen, positive affirmations, like, you gotta hype yourself up, because if you don't, who's going to do it for you? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make sure I got on here and basically did the outro and showed you guys the finished look. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl down below. And I hope you guys have a great day or evening or whatever time you guys happen to be watching this, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next one.